What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Getting into this episode of Beyond the Gates. I'm quite surprised at Nicole and Vanessa. I really am because they went through three bottles, like between Nicole, Vanessa, and Danny. They went through three full bottles of champagne. And Nicole and Vanessa did not seem drunk. Like they didn't seem tipsy, none of that when they was talking. Even when they went to Uptown to go talk to Madison and Doug, they did not seem drunk. I was like, how are you not buzzed? Like they did not seem like it. They seemed normal as hell. Because God knows if I'm going through a couple of bottles of alcohol, shit, I'm toasted. Like my eyes would be halfway shut. I'd be slurring my words a little bit. Like I would be toasted. Like there's no way I could sit here and have a coherent conversation with you without laughing, without something. Like you gonna know I've been drinking. You know what I'm saying? Not even just by looks, but kind of like the way I act a little bit. You gonna know. Like you definitely gonna know it. So Vanessa, I don't know why she keep acting like Nicole not gonna dig in her behind about Joey Armstrong. Cause you know anytime they get together, Nicole is not letting up on that. To me, that's a good friend because Nicole sees danger heading Vanessa's way. You know, Vanessa keeps thinking she has everything under control. She know how to handle it. No, you don't. Like you are handling this by a thin thread. You got a husband that you cannot control. You got, you know, a dude that you're in business with and having sex with, and you think the coochie is enough to keep him at bay. It's not gonna always be that way. At some point, that coochie ain't gonna hold the power all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to slip as it is because Joey keeps letting her know, like, you keep thinking your ass in control. No, you're not. So Vanessa needs to find a way to get herself out of this soon because Doug is off his rocker. You know, he over here at the bar. I could not stand the way Ted was sitting over there apologizing to Doug. I said he doing way more begging and apologizing to Doug than he did to Nicole to get her back. Like, you apologizing to the wrong one because I wouldn't have apologized to Doug for shit. Because Ted didn't do anything wrong. Doug wants to sit here and throw himself a little victim pity party. Like, oh, you didn't have my back. Oh, you this, that, and the third. Sir, you were screwing up at that hospital. A lot of people saw it. The board saw it. You know what I'm saying? They wanted you, quite a few wanted his ass gone. Ted was the one that was trying to have his back. And he still want to sit there and act like somebody did something to him. Like, dude, nobody did nothing to you. And now Ted want to sit there and talk about his divorce and how, oh, Nicole filed for divorce. Throw himself a little pity party. Sir, we don't care. We don't care. You did it to yourself. And it was so funny because when Peaches came up to him at the bar, Peaches didn't even know who Ted was because Leslie, I don't believe, had a conversation with her about Ted. So she didn't know who he was. You know, she was sitting over there offering to buy him a drink and, you know, wanted him to buy her a drink and flirting and all that. But once she saw that he was talking, you know, staring at Nicole or whatever, she was like, oh, you might as well get up and go over there and go, you know, fight for your marriage. You know, go talk to your wife. You know, trying to encourage him to keep fighting. And I'm just like, yeah, there's no point in that because Nicole is too through. Like, Nicole was over it. Because Nicole saw him over there sitting with Peaches. She was like, oh, I see you doing what I told you to do. Nicole has no more fucks to give at this point. She is so done, so over it. Like, she is adamant that this divorce is what she needs. It's what she wants. And I'm not mad at her for it. Because there's only but so much you could tolerate and put up with. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that she's showing that she's not easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't win her over with some raggedy ass apologies and some raggedy ass flowers. I'm loving it. Because no lie, I've seen women, you know, take a cheating man back with very minimum effort. Like, all they had to do was say, oh, I'm sorry, babe, get some little candy or some little raggedy dollar store flowers, and boom, you back in the house. No, bump that. Know your worth. Know your worth. And I'm glad, you know, Nicole is staying on business with him. Because he's literally put no effort into getting her back. And she deserves a hell of a lot of effort. Like, look at that woman. And you mean to tell me you're not going to put in no effort? Man, please. I would have been outside that damn mansion in the rain singing a Jodeci song. You hear me until I got pneumonia. Like that's not even gonna win her bad shit. I consider that a start. Like that's a start. And once you get out the hospital from pneumonia, you got to go even further. Buy her an island or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to go above and beyond here. You know, it's one thing to cheat, but to have a baby on the side, even though he didn't know nothing about that, it don't matter at this point. But he did a lot of foul things, and y'all already know one of the foul things I never let up on is the fact that he had their son when he was a kid around that damn woman. Like you brought your son around your hoe. That's unforgivable right there. That's new. Hell no. I could forgive some things in time, but that you brought your child around some chick that you was screwing, the balls on you. That's why I'm not even mad at her for filing for divorce and living her best life. Absolutely, as she should. Ted need to, go to the left, go get your bags, go get a box, and get the rest of your shit out that house before it get burned up. I'll throw bleach all over the rest of his clothes if he still got them in that house. I swear to God. Set that shit on fire. I'm dead serious. Nicole, listen. Get rid of all his shit. Throw all that shit out. Get rid of it. Nope. But yeah, Nicole seemed very normal when she was talking to Madison and stuff. Because Madison, I guess, is going through whatever. Like, I'm guessing she's trying to figure out how not to be too emotionally involved in her cases at the hospital. Then it goes into her love for Chelsea. And, Nicole basically was like, you need to learn how to compartmentalize. Because she do. Like, you need to figure out your emotions, get it in check. Like, don't get me wrong. I feel like in certain professions that you're in, even if you're working a regular job, like a retail job, sometimes you get emotionally involved with people. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that you're dealing with, because you're human. You hear their story or whatever, and you just you feel a connection there. I've had doctors do that, dentists, the whole nine. You know what I mean? Like not get emotionally involved on some weird stuff or nothing like that. But just show a lot of care. And she needs to figure that out, I guess. I'm like, I don't know what else she expect from Nicole, but I guess, okay. Her and Chelsea definitely need to figure out their relationship because it's a hot mess. Like they sitting here talking about all this love and I'm in love, and I'm like, already? Like you in love with somebody already? Like they move very fast. Very fast. Because some people, it take them like a couple months to say I love you. Shit, some it take a whole year. Now if it take a whole year to say that, but for some, it do take a few months though to use the L word. Everybody's different, but I'm just like that whole I love you after a few weeks. No, no, absolutely not. But her and Chelsea got a lot of talking to do. Plus, they got to figure out that Allison situation because that heifer crazy and she ain't going nowhere no time soon. It's about to get worse too. So anyway, moving on from that. So here go Doug. Doug is up to some shenanigans yet again because now he done call Jacob, and he want to work with Jacob to bring Joey down. Did Elon not just have a conversation with Jacob and told him that he's on desk duty? Did he not just tell him that? And here you go, meeting about Marcel Malone and Joey Armstrong. Here he go. He like a dog with a bone. And Doug is too damn stupid. Now he trying to bring Randy into it tomorrow. I got a friend that can help. Help bring Joey down. And I'm like, y'all are trying to get yourselves hurt and fired, aren't you? Like, they really are. If I was Jacob, there's no way in hell I would work with Doug. I'm sorry, that man is a brainless screw up. I would not work with that man. How many times he done been caught? Got a bug put in his car and he didn't even know it until Vanessa told him. I wouldn't work with that dummy, especially Randy. Oh God, no. Those two bumbling fools. Jacob would be a damn fool. But he hear the name Joey Armstrong and Marcel Malone. He gonna tap in. He gonna be all in when he hear those names. And Vanessa was not playing no games. Because she got that tracking app on Doug ass. She know where he be at. Vanessa came in, she wasn't joking with him. She was like, so let's save ourselves a little bit of time. And, so that way y'all don't have to come up with some lie that I know is going to be a lie. And tell me what y'all really meeting about. It's about Joey Armstrong, right? She was not playing no games because she need to reel her husband in. The way she was talking to Doug, I felt like I was looking at Ike and Tina. I swear to God, I felt like an Ike and Tina Turner moment because she let Doug ass know he need to let this go. He need to stop trying to bring Joey down. Stop trying to, cause all type of chaos because she was like, you just quit your damn job. So she was like, if you want to continue to live this life of luxury that you grew accustomed to, you better drop this. And he know he better listen to because he ain't got no money. Like, that fool just quit his job. He better drop this shit and leave it alone. Homegirl is not playing with him. She was like, drop this shenanigans. You will find yourself outside those gates with a shopping cart and some bottles for the redemption center. Like, you better stop playing. She would have you broken on the street. Vanessa got tough on that ass. She was like, listen, I will cut you off. Stop it. Because Doug, he probably still ain't gonna listen. That man just hard headed. He don't give a damn at this point because he think everything is a joke and like people just playing around. I'm like, sir, this is dangerous business. Ain't nobody playing with you. Get your shit together. So anyway, moving on from that. So Derek, he's hopeful that he gonna walk again. So he was hoping that Madison would have told him something good, but Madison was like, listen, I can't promise you that you're gonna walk again. There's no telling when or if you ever will. So when he leave that hospital, he gonna have to leave in a wheelchair. But at least, Ashley and Shanice put aside their differences to try to help him because Ashley really wants Shanice to be his physical therapist moving forward. And I like that. I figured that was going to happen. Because Shanice was like, listen, I'm going to work you. She was like, I'm going to work you hard. I'm going to work you past exhaustion, basically. Get you all the help that you need. So that's good. At least he got a physical therapist that he cool with, that, he knows care, and she's, tough as nails. You know what I'm saying? She's not going to go easy on him. She's not going to sugarcoat nothing. I like this, I think he's going to start walking at some point. And it was good. At least he had Jacob, visiting him and whatnot. So anyway, moving on from that. So Leslie don't give a damn about nothing but that money. She was still sitting there thinking that it was a trick. She was still sitting there thinking that Peaches was playing her, that Peaches was paid by Nicole. Peaches was like, I don't even know that girl. She was like, I don't know who the hell Nicole is. But she was telling her, she was like, Barbara, your mama. She was like, she your mama and whatnot. She got some money, and now it's your money. See, here's my thing about it. Because I feel like in shows like this, we need some broke people. Like some people that ain't rich. But, because we got a lot of rich people on the show. Like, we got people with access to money. So we need a few broke ones. But another part of me is cool with Leslie getting this money because of the drama that's going to entail. Ensue between her and Anita, because the look on Anita's face when she finds out that she funded a trust that's going to go to Leslie, it's going to be a showdown. I know Anita's going to be pissed. You know what I mean? She is going to be super, super pissed. All her money going to Leslie. But the silver lining to this is we all know Leslie don't know how to budget money. She going to blow that money. Her mansion, I'm pretty sure she probably going to buy a new home. Her house gonna be filled full of wigs. She just gonna run the Dollar General up. Let me tell you, she gonna run that shit up. Cause she was mad though, cause she was like, all these years I spent ducking debt collectors and eating Dollar Tree meals and all that type of stuff. And this whole time, and it was so sad to me that that's all her and Eva could think about was the money. Cause Eva was like, oh, we rich? Leslie looked at her and said, who the hell is we? That she knows she gonna help her and give her some money. But it's just sad that that's all they cared about was the funds. You know what I'm saying? They didn't care about who Barbara was as a person and where they come from. Even if Barbara didn't want any children, it's like that the money portion for me would be the last thing I'd think about. You know what I'm saying? It's like this woman, was your biological parent. I would dig and find out more about her, find out who your daddy is. But all they care about is that money. That's all they care about. And this is the first time Peaches is even meeting Eva. But surprisingly, she never met Eva before, which was jarring to me. I was like, how you never met your adoptive grandmother before, like ever? But then again, Peaches and Leslie did have a falling out because Leslie was a wild child and she did some stuff that, Peaches just could not forgive. So they didn't speak for a number of years. So it's understandable why she never met Eva. But it was also jarring when Leslie thought that the documents or the DNA tests and all the paperwork was, forged or whatever or faked. And she let Peaches know. She was like, "Well, paperwork can be forged." She said, "I know I have. I've done it before." And that got me to thinking, what paperwork did you forge? Like, what did you fake? What documents you faked? And I'm wondering if she ever faked Eva's DNA results. Like, could Ted not really be her father? Or could not Ted, but could Leslie not really be her mother? Because you never really know with Leslie. Like, Leslie has a tendency to lie. So, for me, I wouldn't trust anything that really came out her mouth. But Leslie definitely about to get this money in stunt. She definitely is. And you know about Peaches, for somebody that's supposedly dying, she got damn good skin. Like, homegirl's supposed to be near death, and her skin is just gorgeous, like not a pimple in place. I was like, okay, what's your skincare routine? But you dying though. It's because looking at her, I'm like, shit, she look younger than Leslie. I was like, well, damn. Because you know what? A lot of times they do get actresses that are supposed to play older characters but be younger, and then they get some that's older in real life playing younger, and some younger playing older. So the way that they do it is kind of funny to me. I ain't like those people on social media that's gonna complain about it like in a bad way. I just find it funny. Even when the girl that plays Samantha is 30 and playing a 16-year-old, I just find the shit funny. Because movies do it all the time. Movies do that all the time. You got people that's supposed to be, 80 and they, played by somebody that's 30, or 40 or whatever. It happens. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Peace.